Yesterday, Micron gapped down after they announced earnings. Although they topped estimates, the outlook was mixed due to a chip glut. Before we continue with the analysis, let's look at this video in which Cramer discusses with the CEO of Micron as he addresses concerns about the weak guidance, but assures that the second half of the fiscal year of 2024 will be stronger in terms of cash flow generation.
Shares of Micron are falling indeed, and that's despite beating the estimates for this quarter. But they did issue weaker than expected guidance, and this is a stock that trades on guidance. We really have to dig down on this because there's a lot of difficult cross currents here. So I'm so glad that we have CEO Sanjay Mehrotra to join us now. Sanjay, it is a delight to have you on the show, but you know I've got some questions, and I think that you've got some answers. I want to know, point blank, why you say that there's a bottom and then still talk about negative cash flow for the majority of the next calendar year, which I think is a shame, given the fact that if there's a bottom, I would expect to buy, not sell the stock of Micron.
And our fiscal year 2023 has been unprecedented in terms of industry downturn, severity, and duration. However, Micron took decisive actions during the course of the year to cut down our costs, to bring down our capex significantly, and to reduce the supply. So now, as we are in fiscal year 24, we are entering from the down of the lowest part of the cycle, ending in fiscal Q4. And what's happening is that the supply cuts are there, demand is improving, customer inventory adjustments have been made, and all of this is resulting in an improving demand-supply fundamentals. So pricing bottomed for us in fiscal Q4, and we have started seeing an inflection in pricing, and we think that the pricing will continue to improve from here on, particularly gaining greater momentum in the second half of our fiscal year. And demand and supply environment will continue to improve as inventories at the suppliers continue to improve as well. The key is that the supply cut actions that have been taken are restoring the health of the industry. Given how severe fiscal year 23 was, unprecedented in terms of the downturn in demand, in terms of oversupply, in terms of the pricing, it will take us some time to restore the full health, to get to normalized levels of profitability. But what we said yesterday was that we see that second half of our fiscal year will be stronger in terms of free cash flow generation capability. It will be improved versus the first half. We are working towards getting to free cash flow generation positive by the end of our fiscal year.
Okay, you and I have talked multiple times over the years, and I've been waiting for the moment when we're one half a year away from where pricing can get better, because you and I both know that that's exactly when you buy Micron. So I see the stock going down. You're not a stock guy. You're one of the greatest manufacturers in our country's history. I am wondering whether, one, people are worried about China, because that is an issue, and two, people are seeing that you still have too much legacy product that is taking down some of the incredibly exciting totally proprietary chips that you've developed. At what point do the latter trump the former, and we say, you know what, this is the quintessential moment that you buy Micron before the ramp up?
So first of all, your comment on China. Of course, the China Cyberspace Administration decision in terms of purchases of certain Micron products in certain end markets, particularly data center and networking, have impacted our sales in China. And of course, they are a headwind to our business. We have been focused on mitigating that effect in terms of allocating our supply to other global customers and parts of the segments of the end markets that we address in terms of those that are not impacted by that CAC decision. And we have been successful in mitigating some of that, and the net effect of that is shown in our FQ4 results as well as in our FQ1 guidance. And of course, we continue to remain committed to our customers in China, to our operations in China as well. And our goal remains that we want to maintain our global bit share and our revenue share despite the headwinds that we are experiencing in China. And we are executing well in terms of mitigating that. Second part of your questions around our technology position and versus legacy nodes. Micron is really proud to be a diverse supplier to all end markets, from data center to automotive and consumer and industrial markets. And our strong mix of product portfolio across our technologies is a strength. We are leading the industry in terms of technology. We are managing the ramp up of new technology nodes in the most capital efficient manner. We have been prudent in terms of managing our supply and maintaining the supply discipline. So we talked about yesterday that our latest technologies leading to high bandwidth memory, which are key to generative AI applications, that we will begin to ship early in calendar 24, and the qualification of those products in compute platforms at NVIDIA is proceeding well. So this is an exciting product. It's an example of how we are leveraging our leading edge technology to really deliver what the market needs in terms of performance, in terms of low power, in terms of high bandwidth and capacity.
So this is the monthly chart, and we have this support. This is the monthly chart, and we have this resistance, support band at the $65 level. We can see for the month of September, more than likely it's going to close red. Back in May, we saw the highs reach nearly $76, which was a good place to get off the boat. As you can see, we had support, resistance, support at this level. Drilling down to the weekly chart, you can see price has turned and is making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So if the stock is going to continue to move higher, well, we need to see a spark in chip demand, and I think we'll see that going into 2024 as interest rates around the world at least subside, potentially even decreasing, and that's going to in itself jumpstart the economy. And the economy is driven by chips, and Micron supplies the memory behind those chips. So where would you get long? Looks for support coming in at the $62 level. That's where the 200-day moving average is slowly moving up. And as you can see, that has served as a nice area where price tends to bounce. Again, first target is going to be $75. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.